5 years ago, Thanos erased half of the population of the universe.
The Homo Ajax reminds me Terrence Malick's Days of Heaven, and even the paint of Andrew Wyatt Christina's work, which is one of my favorites. You have mentioned being attracted by the work of Malick and other films such as The Revenant or Blade Runner 2049. As an artist, how do you balance paying a tribute but also building your unique vision?
That's a great question. Thank you for asking that. For me, I have to say, like within this film, there's many mini tributes and big tributes to filmmakers and films that have really, really inspired me. I feel like I'm constantly borrowing from, if not great filmmakers, but life. I don't quite see things generating just from inside of me. Maybe there is, like maybe it filters through me, but yeah, I think that balance happens very naturally.
I read a conversation with you and Denis Villeneuve recently when he said that you took the Marlboro Man and transformed it with the Rider. And that's one of the things that really hit me with that film. For me, you and Denis are doing the things that none other filmmakers are doing, which is approaching new masculinities. Of course, you both have these complex female characters, but with films like The Rider or now with Eternals, the men are different from anything in blockbuster cinema. What attracts you with these new masculinities in films?
Shout out to Denis, my friend. I love him. I think there's male masculine strength and feminine strength in each of us. We cannot survive as a species if we lose one of those sides, you know. So I think sometimes as society develop, evolve, certain sides gets emphasized, and the masculine strength has been the one, you know, that's been put into leadership positions, position of power, and I think that that's an imbalance both in women of the world, but also men, because men needs the water, the feminine side within themselves as well to achieve a balance, a healthy balance. So I think the more we can kind of, as we enter the age of revisionist superhero movies, it's interesting to challenge some of the foundations, some of the fundamental ideas this genre was born out of.
We were instructed not to interfere in any human conflicts unless deviants are involved.
By who?
William Blake's Auguries of Innocence poem has this part: hold infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour. And your film begins with Time from Pink Floyd. How do you approach that concept of endless time with these characters? Because you not show them like prisoners of eternity, because some of them really enjoy life.
Yeah, look, that poem, To See the World in a Grain of Sand, with the treatment I read, as I was reading the treatment, that's and some of the imageries from the Eternals comics, that poem immediately came to my head. This idea of something, you can find the meanings of the cosmos inside of a sand, an insignificant beach sand. That concept is so beautiful. It means everything is connected, and that has really informed even the design of their powers. Everything is sort of exchange of energy, and we're all part of this universe. Yeah, I forgot what your question is because it got me excited when you're the only one that mentioned the poem.
How do you approach the concept of endless time with these characters?
Well, exactly that, right? Like, infinity is just an hour. You know, you could live forever, or you could be the biggest thing in the cosmos, but in this tiny moment, in these few seconds that you share with a loved one, or the moment you say goodbye forever, like these moments defines infinity, you know, eternity. So that poem, it was everything, visually, spiritually, for us to make this film.